This is the final game of day 3, Australia versus Poland. And for Australia, the starting 5, O'Neill, Thorne, Latham, Jaylen Brown, Blair and Evans. And for Poland, it's Mosler, Filipski, Bandura, Maciek and Balcerowski. Paul, how are you doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
Yes, I'm good, thanks. Excited for this final game of day 3. Australia versus Poland. Australia are undefeated in the tournament, and Poland with a win over NCC and a loss against the Netherlands. Final group game here today at the Nations Cup, Cologne. And we see Mateusz Filipski. You've seen him hit a dagger of a 3.
Yeah, very deep one. Deep one yesterday, yeah, as you mentioned. And yeah, this is for all the marbles, I think. Australia, as you mentioned, undefeated. Poland with 1 win and 1 loss. But if Poland managed to win here, they would win the direct comparison to Australia and would face Great Britain in the match for gold tomorrow.
So is Great Britain confirmed in the final?
If I'm not completely mistaken, yes, because they won 2 matches as well as Japan. But since they've beat Japan, in my mind, they've won the direct comparison and should be confirmed for the gold medal match, if anything else.
So if Australia win, we are in for a Australia GB final.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one, I think. But first, they'll have to get past the Poland side, who also showed a lot of promise this tournament so far. Let's see how this one goes. Excited. What are your predictions early on, Dylan?
I have to predict with Australia, although Poland will not go down without a fight. So interesting to see. Of course, the team in red, Poland, will have their sights set on the European Championships in Sarajevo. Australia, the reigning Asia-Oceania champions. As Mosler gets it to go, the big man. And Australia back on the attack. Here's the young man, Jaylen Brown. And Bill Latham couldn't get that one to go. Of course, in the game yesterday, Australia-Netherlands, Bill Latham shot over 83% from the field.
Big performance by him yesterday. Incredible efficiency, scoring however he wants, missing his first one today and giving Poland the opportunity to go up by 4 early on.
Yes, Mosler once again dominating for Poland. Plays his basketball over in Sassari in Italy.
Mosler and Filipski, deadly combination, who are going to be key if Poland want to get away with something here today.
Yeah, the big men will have to step up for their side. Here's Filipski. One of the greatest shooters of all time, or regarded as one of the greatest shooters of all time. And Brown gets the and one. Great awareness there from the young man. The foul will go against Filipski. And Jaylen Brown averaged 19 points and 13 rebounds in the Champions Cup final for this year. For Gilianova makes the first. And Brown also playing in the Australian League for the Darwin Salties. They're sat at the top of the league at the moment, 17-1 in the Australian League. Here's Brown. And O'Neill Thorne lets it fly, it's no good. Blair at the baseline, bang for Yannick Blair.
Back into this one now, Australia, after a strong start from Poland there. But now answering back with 3 quick points of their own. But now challenged defensively again.
And the pass cannot find Bandura. And the possession will go in the way of Australia. They trail by 1. And the Australians, they'll continue their European tour as they'll head to Italy after this tournament concludes in a 5-game series against the Italians, as Latham delivers for the Rollers. And Bill Latham, such a constant presence for the side.
Yesterday you also mentioned the long travel the Australians had to take on, over 30 hours just to get here to Cologne. Obviously, great decision to take as many tournaments, gain as much experience against these European opponents as possible before going back to Oceania and to their usual rhythm.
Yes, of course, and I think that's what the Rollers are wanting. They're wanting to go up against some of these top European teams. As Brown nails at the 3, Jaylen Brown, who had the most points at the Under-23 World Championship this year, 178 points across the tournament for the young 21-year-old Jaylen Brown. Australia up by 2. Here's Balcerowski, usually just the coach of this Poland side, but now he's putting on that jersey once again as Maciek buries it.
Yeah, great back and forth game so far, with both sides showing what they're capable of offensively. Nothing to separate them so far.
O'Neill Thorne works his way around, puts it up, and it goes off the rim. Poland possession. We're tied at 8 apiece, under 6 minutes to go.
Obviously, last game of the kind of group stage that we're having going on here. Germany suffering defeat to Japan earlier on in a back and forth game, with a great comeback by Germany in the end, which was punished just seconds before the end of the game.
Yes, it was a great game earlier on. You know, Japan really putting in a great defensive effort. And the likes of Hiro Kozai, 28 points, led Japan to a narrow win over Germany. Right now we're tied 10 apiece, even Stevens, as we're halfway through the first. Filipski has to launch it. Oh, it goes off the back iron.
Wouldn't have put it past him to put this one into the rim.
And Bill Latham immediately back down the other end, puts Australia in the lead. And a timeout called, 4.5 to go, Australia lead by 2. We're about to get back underway. 4.5 minutes to go in the first. Australia lead by 2. Fairly low scoring affair so far. Latham leads the way for Australia with 6 points. Mosler also on 6.
Yeah, puts one up. Well collected by Filipski. To go the other way.
And it's good to go for Balcerovski. He's played his basketball in Malaga this season, as his son is a top player in standing basketball. Shot no good for O'Neill Thorne. 3-second call on Luke Popo. We are tied at 12 apiece. 3.5 to go. Macek up the floor to Bandura. Bandura, a veteran of this team. Previously played here in Germany for Raden. As Filipski fires. It's just short. Filipski also previously played in Germany for Zwickau, as Bill Latham collects down the other end. And Latham being a stoic presence as he usually is.
Also a great game yesterday in the what we thought would be a close affair, but in the end, in the second half, Australia really turned it up against the Netherlands. Also thanks to a great performance by Bill Latham.
Yeah, and Australia look like they're doing the same here. They're now up by 4. Let's see if this momentum will continue for the Rollers. An 8-second violation on Poland. Australia playing in the gold with the green trim. Poland in the red with the white trim. Here's Tristan Knowles, the veteran. 6-time Paralympian, finds O'Neill Thorne. 4-3, and he knocks it down. Tom O'Neill Thorne.
A great run by Australia, now up 7 against the Polish side, who started this game very well, but is now struggling for answers. Have no answer to the efficiency, especially from outside, with Knowles and Brown both nailing their 3-point attempts.
Macek fires and hits. And Andre Macek, he had a great season over in France for Hornets Le Canet. Reached the Euro Cup 2 final as Knowles goes from deep, and Australia beginning to extend their lead. Knowles and O'Neill Thorne from deep.
Yeah, they're running really, really hot now. Not letting Poland have anything, as there's foul calls in midfield area, I think, on Knowles. Yeah, Macek was asking for a flagrant there, but I think that's asking a little much. As now there's a timeout called by Australia. We're looking to extend on their lead going into the final minutes of this first quarter here. Back.
Final minute and a half to go in the first. Australia up by 8 thanks to deep scores from Tom O'Neill-Thorne and Tristan Knowles.
Latham again leading the charge as well with 8 points of his own. And then great support by Knowles and O'Neill-Thorne to really put Poland's backs against the wall early on here.
Marek Wezłowski, his first time in the game, and Mosler fouled on the shot. Two shots to come for the big man from Lengino. 19 points, 11 rebounds for Mosler this season, averaging it for Sassari in Italy. Paralympian at London 2012 and a one-time Champions Cup winner with Landil. Makes 1 of 2.
Not quite sure what was being called there, but it's inbound Australia.
O'Neill-Thorne gets it to go. Nice drive from Tom O'Neill-Thorne. For my money, has been the best player in Spain this season. MVP for Ilunion. Final minute of the first. Here's Poland with Mosler. And Balcerovski, the veteran, gets it to go.
Great work by Mosler there. Couldn't quite find the angle under the basket, but good job and good vision as well to set up his teammate to cut the lead back down to 7. Just 22 seconds to go here.
O'Neill-Thorne 4-3. It rattles out. And it's intercepted. And Australia slow it down. They'll look for a buzzer beater. Knowles 4-3. Can't get it to go. And at the end of the first, it is Australia that lead Poland 24-17. A 7-point lead for Australia.
Yeah, that's the first half, the first quarter they can be happy with. Poland matching them early on, but then just no answer for those deep points, especially by Knowles and O'Neill-Thorne. So now they'll have to find a way back into this game somehow going into quarter number 2.
Yeah, spread out scores for Australia. You've got Bill Latham with 8, O'Neill-Thorne with 5, and for Poland it's Mosler leading the way with 7.
Poland again, ridiculous efficiency, going 8 for 8 from the 2-point line, and then missing those long shots, but still can't foul them for not making their shots. Ridiculous efficiency, have to keep that up.
Wow, I mean, I didn't even realize that. Wow, that's crazy.
Went over my head as well. That's insane. And you have to remember, one of those 3 points was the 40-yard attempt by Filipski, which had no right to even be near the ring. But yeah, they have been really efficient so far in this tournament here in Cologne, showing up for their country when it matters. Poland back on the attack,
trail by 7. Maciek to Kozaraina. Back to Maciek. And it goes. Andre Maciek, man who got recently married, makes it a 5-point game.
Exactly the start that Poland needed, but now obviously first chance for Australia. Latham effective as ever.
Yeah, Latham again, clear mismatch. And Bill Latham, the man from Coffs Harbour in New South Wales, but he's lived in Madrid for over a decade, won many Champions Cups with Ilunion, two to be exact. Here's Mosler. It rattles out.
Tough shot there on the fadeaway.
Knowles from the elbow again, rattling out. These rims being unforgiving. And Maciek fast break is good. And that is sensational from Maciek. One of the best 1.5 classification players in the game right now.
And if I'm not mistaken, that miss by Mosler was the first 2 points that Poland did not manage to put inside the rim this game so far, which really shows how efficient they've been.
And O'Neill Thorne brings Australia back out to a 7-point lead.
Both teams really pressing on the gas now.
Mosler can't get that one to go. And the pass cannot find Frank Pinder. Turns over the ball.
Yeah, great effort from Poland there defensively to force Australia into these awkward situations. Run out the shot clock. Decided against the shot, tried to go for the pass, but just wasn't in reach, and also no time in the end.
And a new look for Australia. Jonty Brown into the game for the first time, as is Jeremy Tyndall. And Jaylen Brown returns for Australia. And Maciek is fouled on the shot. Foul against Tyndall. His first personal. And Tyndall returns to the Australian squad. He went to Tokyo 2020, missed out in Paris, and Tyndall is back in the squad. Meanwhile, here's Maciek at the line.
Makes the first.
And 2 from 2 for Maciek. Poland have brought this back to a 5-point game. And Brown at pace. The layup is good. And what a great young talent is Jaylen Brown. And here's Kozaraina. Up the floor to Maciek. And an offensive foul on Maciek. Charge.
Yep. Great defense there. Put his body on the line, and Maciek not getting that one to go, but wouldn't have mattered anyway, as the charge call was made before he scored. Brown the other way.
And Jonty Brown works his way inside. gets a quick score for the Rollers. Wojciechowski from range.
Poland really not letting this one go. 6 points the deficit now. Great start into the second quarter. After a good run by Australia to end the first. They've now found their footing back.
Great finish there from O'Neill Thorne. Poland really not backing down. It's always been in their nature to fight for the victories.
Maciek on 10 points already.
Yeah, what a great low pointer Maciek is.
O'Neill Thorne the other way into scoring position, and that is an easy bucket for Jonty Brown.
And just like that, Australia are up by 10. That forces Poland to call a timeout. And Andre Maciek and Jaylen Brown proving to be very efficient for their respective teams. Maciek 10 points in just 13 minutes and Jaylen Brown 10 points in just under 10 minutes. Bandura coming back into the game for Poland, as is Filipski. Kozarina looking for help. Finds Balcerowski. 5 to shoot, and Balcerowski can't get that one to go. Great offensive rebound. Catch and shoot, but it's unsuccessful for Bandura. And this Poland team, they've got this veteran experience. A lot of their players played back in London 2012, going on 13 years ago now. Australia with a mix of veteran experience and youth. As Tristan Knowles finds Tristan Knowles finds Bill Latham.
And that was that veteran experience that you were talking about, and then obviously with the quickness, freshness and agileness of players like Jaylen Brown. That's a tough team to beat.
Yes, Jaylen Brown, only 21 years of age, made his Paralympic debut in Paris and won for the future. He top scored at the Under-23 World Championships back in June. 178 points across the tournament. A great effort from the 21-year-old. Jaylen Brown and one.
That's that quickness. Just catch and shoot instantly. No way to get ahead of him, and then try to be stopped with a foul, but nowhere around those 2 points, and now with the opportunity to get the extra bucket as well.
Great play from Australia. Latham just can't get the finish.
Yeah, that's Poland ball again, but now 12 points the deficit with just under 4 minutes to go in this first half.
Yeah, I must admit, Australia beginning to look comfortable.
Really finding their rhythm. Jaylen Brown also now getting warmer, 10 points of his own as well, together with 3 rebounds and 2 assists on the board.
Kozaraina gets that to go. The young man that plays over in Gran Canaria in Spain. Ten-point game. And Knowles wide open. Basket will not count as a whistle has been blown.
Yeah, foul on the other end of the court, I think. Jaylen Brown on the receiving end. So still Australia ball. And Blair will take care of the inbound.
And Knowles resets. And there you see the experience of Latham and Knowles paying off. Bill Latham, short.
Filipski yet to score in this game today. Bandura also missing the mark. Knowles the other way, pump fake, gets it over.
Great play from Australia, smart play. And Latham once again delivering. Knowles sets up and gets the shooter's roll. Knowles, sensational.
Yeah, great touch there. Obviously with that shooter's touch on the rim, bouncing in, and now 15 points the gap. Australia really looking to run away with this as Filipski gets his first point of the day.
Filipski, the immediate response. And Filipski, he has dealt with a shoulder injury earlier this season. Played for Galatasaray in Turkey. Turkish champion this season. As here we have Latham. And bang from the elbow, Bill Latham. 4-time Paralympian, 2-time world champion, back-to-back in 2010 and 2014. Final minute of the half. Australia by 15. Bandura, the mismatch. Pump fake, bang for Christoph Bandura.
Smooth finish there. And now Australia with what looks like the second to last possession of this half. So looking to finish this half on their terms. 10 to shoot.
Knowles, another 3, this time it rattles out. Can Poland get a final offense off? And Filipski to Darnikovsky, the layup is good!
Buzzer beater by Poland to finish this half with a still convincing lead, but a great way of them to come back into this game from the earlier 15 points deficit to pull it back to 11. But there seems to still be a second on the clock here.
I believe Darnikovsky was fouled, so I believe that was an and one.
Yeah, which makes this even better. Chance to pull it back to 10 even. Poland really not to be counted out yet.
And here we see that's the end of the half. Australia shooting 65% from the field. Extremely efficient from Australia. 17 of 26. Poland also on 65%. And a very close quarter there. 4-point quarter with Australia having the narrow advantage.
Yeah, very similar shooting percentages from 2 and from 3, but Australia just getting into way more shooting positions with 11 tries from behind the arc and 6 turnovers on the Polish side, which is not what they want to see, but they still have another half to answer. But for now, I think we'll go into a halftime break.
Bill Latham leading the way, 16 points, followed by Jalen Brown on 12 and O'Neill Thorne with 9. Maciek, the only Polish player in double figures, with 10.
Yeah, great performance by him. We're still not used to not seeing Filipski up there, but I'm sure he'll have his impact on the second half. But for now, they have a short break. We'll have a short break, and then we'll see you again in just a few minutes' time.
See you soon. We are back underway. Final game of day 3 here at the Nations Cup Cologne. As Australia have an 11-point lead over Poland. A strong start for the Rollers. However, Poland not backing down.
Yeah, no, they just seems to not be a way to break their spirit so far this game. Always have been able to find an answer to everything Australia put in front of them. Except for those few runs with Australia now leading by 11.
Here's Jaylen Brown. Can't get that one to fall.
Australia looking to keep their unbeaten streak alive here after the long travel's over. Obviously looking to finish this one in the best way possible before going on to the next tournament in Italy.
It will stay with Poland. Deflected. Still with Poland.
Still 14 on the shot clock, so... Oh no, Australia ball now.
O'Neill Thorne finds Latham with the mismatch, and that is money for Bill Latham.
Yeah, 18 points already.
Yeah, 18 points already for Bill Latham. Being as efficient as he was in the game yesterday. Great finish from Maciek. Unbelievable pace.
Beautiful answer from Poland there. First with a half-court pass and then quick thinking, quick work to get the ball into the scoring position, and Maciek's not going to say no to that one. While going into the final half of the 3 group stage days that we have behind us now, Dylan, what has been your favorite game so far?
I would have to say the overtime game yesterday, Great Britain versus Germany.
Yeah, that was a really exciting one. Germany always producing definitely the closest games this tournament so far, but in the end, not enough of a result for them to only be fighting for 7th against the NCC team tomorrow.
Great shot there from Latham off one wheel. Sorry, not Latham, Jaylen Brown.
Brown on 14 points as well.
And that's a long-range bucket from Bandura. Closes the gap to 10 points. So just to remind everyone, the group standings have been confirmed for the other group. GB in first place, Japan second, Israel third, and Germany fourth. So Australia fighting to get pushed into, Australia fighting to keep the top place in this group. Poland likely to finish third. However, we won't know until the conclusion of this game. But the Rollers are on track to meet Great Britain in the final tomorrow.
Yeah, that's going to be one hell of a game.
It's going to be a banger.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be. Obviously going to be tough test for both sides, but also great preparation for the important upcoming tournaments later this year.
Of course. Yeah, Poland going to the European Championships, and Australia defending their Asia Oceania title as Maciek delivers down the other end.
Big end one there. Poland good start to the second half. And obviously you spoke about the European Championships still, and make sure to tune in tomorrow at 4 for the draw.
Oh yeah, of course, the draw for Division A.
That's going to be interesting as well. All of the European teams are going to look forward to that one.
Oh my goodness! Jalen Brown off one wheel, nearly comes out of his chair.
How did he pull that one off?
Unbelievable.
Never seen something like that. Falling forwards, off balance completely. Sacrificing everything he had for that one. Shot clock running out, does not care. That's another 2 points to his tally, and that's exactly the kind of thing they need to keep this unbeaten record. Beautiful stuff by the youngster.
Filipski 4-3, and that is trademark Filipski.
Just trading highlights in this game, these two teams.
Oh my days.
I see you're falling, beating the clock. 2-point play, Jalen Brown, and I raise you. A 3-point dagger of my own. Great stuff on both ends. Yeah, Poland obviously having this deficit to come up against Australia, but definitely not giving up here, showing fighting spirit. And Filipski now leading the attack once again.
And the shot is good for Bandura. That closes the gap to 6 points. Poland have come back here.
And Maciek really stepping up big for Poland as well. 14 points by him. And Filipski providing 5 assists.
Yannick Blair just collects his own miss and scores on the second chance. And Mosler with the immediate response for Poland. Remains a 6-point game.
Yeah, great job by Mosler to get in front of Latham there, who took a bit of a hard fall, but tough guy as ever, will get back up and just back into the game. Big substitution now for the Rollers.
Popel, a 3, and it rattles out. And Bandura, doesn't get the and one, but will go to the line for 2 shots. And this is the wherewithal of Poland. They are not backing down.
Also 3 fouls already for Australia. Have to be careful to not get into trouble in this third quarter. Poland on their way back into this game.
And Bandura makes both. It's a 4-point game, 5.5 to go in the third. Poland have come back. Here is Popel. Dalton, his senior debut with the Rollers. And Jalen Brown can't get that one to go. Here is Filipski, the man, the heart and soul of Poland. Maciek to Mosler. Mosler can't get that one to go.
Tough angle there under the basket. Now it's Popel taking it the other way.
Jaylen Brown finds Dalton. Intercepted, great interception from Maciek, and Maciek at speed.
Call for charge there on Jaylen Brown. Great pace by the youngster to recover and not give up any easy baskets.
Did he say charge on Jaylen Brown?
I'm fairly sure, yeah, the bucket will not count.
Yeah, no shooting foul as the referees just talk it over. Timeout called. Australia with a narrow 4-point lead, 4.5 to go in the third. Poland have come back. Back underway, and the Rollers with a chance to extend their lead. Big time three for Lachlan Dalton.
Yeah, great effort by the youngster to take a stop, put a stop to this run by Poland. We're well on the way back into this game, but now 7-point deficit once again with just 4 minutes to go.
As Filipski looks to respond, doesn't get it. And Lachlan Dalton, a Commonwealth Games gold medalist, hit a dagger to beat England a few years ago and get Australia into the final. 9-point lead for Australia, and just like that, they were up by 4. They've now extended it to 9. Huge plays for the Rollers. Mosler with, he can't get the response.
Perfect answer by Australia there, coming out of the timeout, telling Poland, we've seen your comeback and we raise you 5 very quick points. Just over 3 minutes to go in quarter number 3, and that's once again going to be a tough ask from the Polands to come back into this one once again, but we know that they won't give up. I think we're in for a fun final 13.5 minutes here.
Dalton once again. He plays over here in Germany for Zwickau. And Jaylen Brown at the elbow. And now Australia with a double-digit lead. They're up by 11. The perfect response coming out of that timeout, as you said, Paul.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed, and Jaylen Brown just making it look easy from the mid-range once again. Two-way Filipski now, 5 to shoot, puts it up. No good.
Back iron, great rebound there from Popel. Bullet pass, Popel can't get the finish. Maciek Again, unable to finish.
Tough lay there. Had to pull out nearly the hook shot, but now another opportunity for Australia.
Jaylen Brown from downtown makes it.
Unstoppable, just unguardable today. This man, doesn't matter what Poland throw at him, doesn't matter where he gets the ball.
Sensational.
Once it's in his hands, you just know it's going to go in. Insane efficiency by the just 21-year-old. If that's his form at 21, just imagine the joy he's going to bring us in the next few years.
Yeah, exactly. Final 2 minutes. And Poland scrambling, they look lost. They're down by 14. So a quick 10-point advantage as this third has gone on.
Great interception once again by Jaylen Brown, who's on his way to his next 2 points to put his tally up to 21, and that's an easy one for him.
21 for the 21-year-old.
Yeah, just insane numbers in just over 23 minutes that he's putting up, and that's the kind of buckets Poland should not be giving up, and it almost looks nearly impossible now, as Australia's just outnumbering them, it feels like.
Here's Thomas Klein. Dalton inside. Too hard off the glass. And we are in the final minute of the third. Bandura. Puts it up. Nothing but net.
Just about 40 seconds to go now. Australia, I think, looking to take as much time off the clock as possible with this one, because they're going to be very happy. Oh my God, this is getting ridiculous now, Dylan.
Jaylen Brown, just, I'm speechless right now, Paul.
Yeah, this is
it's incredible.
Incredible stuff by the youngster, picking up a foul on the offensive end, but I don't think he's going to care. 24 points and 8 rebounds to give Poland something to work on. Just ridiculous, the shots he's making right now. Can't seem to want to miss.
And the offensive foul from Brown will send Mosler to the line as Australia in foul trouble. But like you say, I don't think they're going to care too much. Only 20 seconds left in the quarter. And they have a significant lead.
Yeah, 16 points the gap now. Obviously Mosler with a chance to cut it to 10 points now.
It's to 15, you mean?
Oh yeah, sorry, no, 10 points for Mosler himself.
Okay, sorry.
But still a 16-point deficit, and now Australia in control, and they seem to cruise towards a third victory and 3 attempts here in Cologne. Great performance by the Rollers. Can't believe it. Jaylen Brown missed to round out the third quarter. Did not think we would see that today again.
I legit thought he was going to make it there. And that will bring an end to the third. Australia 71, Poland 55.
Yeah, that's impressive display by the Rollers in this third quarter, outscoring Australia by just 6 points, but it felt like way more. Poland still had some responses, but that was a tough one today for them.
Yeah, and good consistency from Australia. 24 in the first, 23 in the second, and another 24 in the third, taking their total up to 71. Here you see both teams shooting at relatively similar shooting percentages. Australia 61%, 24 of 39, and Poland at 60%, 20 of 33.
Yeah, once again, turnovers sticking out. I think 9 turnovers on the Polish side, which is just too many against this hungry Australia side.
Yeah. Also, Australia successful from deep, 7 of 15 3-pointers, 46%. That's very impressive from beyond the arc.
And just another minute to regroup now for Poland, and then they'll have to figure out some way to maybe come back into this one, but I think that's going to be a near impossible task here.
Yeah, Australia look comfortable heading into the fourth and final quarter. And the shot will not fall for Mosler. Australia with the possession. They're up 71-55.
And if we start doing some mental math here, maybe trying to put together the games tomorrow, as Dalton leads the 3-point shot, we'll have Germany and the NCC team kicking us off tomorrow for the game against 7th. I think that was outside of the camera, but Filipski just made that one look easy. Obviously will not count.
Did he make a three?
Yeah, of course he made that.
Crazy.
Then Germany and the NCC team kicking us off tomorrow, as we said, and then
yeah, and then we have likely Poland versus Israel.
Israel, yes, that should be game number 2, and then the Netherlands,
Japan,
Japan, and then the grand final after the IWBF
draw.
We'll have the
GB.
Rollers against Great Britain, right?
Yeah, Australia, GB in the final.
But obviously, to confirm, they'll still have to survive 9.5 minutes against Poland. We have not made really too many mistakes today, but there's just ridiculous efforts and efficiency by the Rollers, especially by their number 15, the youngster Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, they've been ridiculous from deep as well. 7 of 15 threes.
Just insane efficiency. Jaylen Brown, as we said, on 24 points. Now out of the game, replaced by Bill Latham, who's equally as impressive today, with them, two of them combining for over 43 points. Latham on 20.
Wezłowski from deep goes off the back iron. And Poland seemingly fatigued.
Not looking as fresh as they did at the beginning of the game. Now another easy 2 points.
And Tristan Knowles gets that one to go.
And that's just a sloppy turnover. Can't allow that to happen if you want to try and make some miracle happen here, especially not against an Australia side this effective, this dangerous on the break.
Yeah, great finish there from Frank Pender.
Gets his first 2 points of the game. It's Poland called for a timeout to salvage maybe what's left here.
We are back underway. Final 8 minutes of the game. And Australia looking comfortable. Here's Mosler. Can't get that one to fall.
Kozarinya picking up the foul there.
Excuse me, who picked up the foul?
Kozarinya.
Kozarina, okay. Here's Knowles, finds Dalton, and the three no good. Great hustle from Pinder, and it's kept in. Phenomenal hustle from the one-pointer.
And it also, I think, sends a message to the Poland side, you know, yeah, we're up by 17 or what, but there's no way we're taking this one easy. If you want this, you have to fight for it. And I think Poland looking a little deflated here now.
And Popel can't get that one to go. Jump ball. And there you see Australia not backing down.
Yeah, they're really showing their fighting spirit. Which is troubling Poland, and as I already mentioned, Poland looking like they're ready to accept defeat in this duel today. But considering what we've seen so far, I think the result is what we expected, but Poland still a lot of positives to take away from this game here. They look good through a number of sequences, also with their comeback from being down 14 to being down 4, but then just the ridiculousness started with Jaylen Brown just making whatever shot he wanted to. Australia's number 15 has now been given a break, watching the final minutes from the sidelines. You already mentioned the young Lachlan Dalton. I think 3 points for him so far on the board.
Yeah.
But the one nice long-range effort. And I think his what did you make of his first 3 games with the Australian national team so far here?
Yeah, it's good to see them give Lachlan Dalton a chance. You know, he burst on the scene in the 3x3 game back in 2022. So it's good to see the young man from Clayton, Victoria, get a chance with the Rollers.
Yeah, obviously, Rollers investing in their future early, and I think with talents like Dalton, especially Jaylen Brown, they're going to have a bright future to look forward to, also considering the next Paralympic Games where they're going to be looking to improve on their 5th place finish that they had in Paris last year. Pinder's going to be taken out for Australia now. Score stays at 75-57, and scoring really has slowed down in this 4th quarter now.
And a turnover from Poland. Kozarina loses the ball. Dalton with pace finds Latham. What a great play, great transition from Australia.
Great transition from Australia there. Latham and first Kozarinia losing the ball, and then decent hustle by Poland to get that one back into the game, but just landed into the hands of the Australian side, which makes this comeback even more impossible now. They're still fighting for every possession, every ball. Great effort by Popo there. Great defensive effort by Poland there. Kozarinia the other way.
And Poland looking a little bit exhausted.
Yeah, they do seem seem tired. Made some easy mistakes on turnovers is there, and Australia, on the other hand, still looking sharp on defense, but scoring has slowed down significantly here. Both teams seem to settle for the score at hand, not wanting to risk any more fatigue or maybe even injuries. That's another nice 2 points from the baseline there.
Yeah, Jeremy Tendall, great buzzer beater. And Australia now up to 80 points as the team. Timeout called. Final 4 minutes of action. And Poland just not making the mark. And here's Jonty Brown.
Yeah, obviously number 20 of the Rollers, familiar with this court here, having played for Köln in the last few years.
And Jonty Brown to beat the buzzer.
Great effort there. And then now really seems to be falling out of the hands of Poland, to look fairly lost out there. The deficit growing to 27 now and another easy turnover. I think they're just waiting for this one to be over now. Around 4 quick points to add to his tally and recommend himself for a spot in the what is now very, very likely to be final between Australia and Great Britain.
Yeah, and it should be a good final. Australia once again just putting on a clinic.
This is getting really one-sided now. 31 points now. Another easy turnover, no. Recovered just in time. With the N1-3, the first one of those we've seen this tournament.
Wow. Wesołowski from deep. A bit of a frustration free at that point.
And finishes that with the foul. Great effort. Completes the first 4-point play we've seen here in Cologne this weekend.
As Knowles lets that fly. And Australia now 90 points as a team.
Best defensive effort as well we've seen this tournament so far. Looking to maybe even crack the 100 points barrier. My basketball team, where I play for in my free time, the rule is whoever scores point number 100 has to buy a case of beer for the team. Maybe they'll have a similar rule over here.
I thought if you score the 100th point, they'd be buying you beer.
No, you are the one who has to. That's the rule over here. I know it does not really make sense, but the one who crosses that three-digit barrier is the one who has to give the free beer away. Who knows, maybe that's different in Down Under. While this game is on the final stretch, looking at all the days we've had so far, who would you say is your MVP for this tournament? Who would you say had the most impact on his team?
Tough one.
Yeah, it's a tough one to finish the day off, but putting you on the spot here a little.
I'm trying to think. What, you mean overall or for each team?
Yeah, no, overall. Do you have one player who really stood out to you?
Honestly, I would say no. I would say players have stood out on their individual team, but overall it's a hard one to pick.
Yeah, that's a hard one. Because every team had someone performing, stepping up when needed. And I think there's no clear winner. Because I didn't really have one in mind as well. I just was curious to see if you had anything to recommend there maybe.
No, it's tough to choose for the overall tournament. Because there's been so many. No one team is dominating. Well, I suppose you could say Australia has in their group. But Germany didn't dominate. GB haven't dominated.
Yeah, every team slipped up at least once, nothing.
Except Australia.
Except Australia, yeah. They're looking to finish this off on a high as well. The buzzer beater does not get to go, and we conclude with Australia 96.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you my pick. Bill Latham, just because of how reliable he's been for all three of the games.
Bill Latham is a fair shout, always showing up when needed, and obviously Australia with a great run and a dominant win to send them into the final of the Nations Cup Cologne this year.
96 points for Australia, and they will play GB in the final tomorrow. And Poland will play Israel We're going to sign off now, but thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, thank you so much. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.